Growing up in the 90s and 2000s, your TV was your best friend. If your parents loved you, you'd have a video game console with it. If you did not, then you were stuck with going outside, and let's be honest, who wanted to do that? Or broadcast public access television. Just shove a metal hanger in the back of a CRT TV and watch something local. And man, would you find some random jewels out there.
Put the face going on here, get a lot of red on the face, got a lot of pink tones on there. Get the face going on here.
Okay, now we come to a song. Search my heart, oh Lord, and see.
I'm starting off fresh, and I feel good. I look good. I smells good. I am good. I'm better than that. I'm calm. And this next call is going to be wonderful. I can just feel it. I'm calm. Good evening.
Fucking genie.
Kiss my ass.
Now you have streaming services and studios throwing so much money on so many different projects. You have a near infinite amount of entertainment that you have no reason to look for anything local. But sometimes you get that smell in the air. You hear just a random tune that sounds so familiar. Something you haven't heard in so long, and you get hit with distant memories like you were the critic in Ratatouille. And it becomes your duty to figure out, where do you remember that from? This show may be that for you. The show that we will be talking about today is called الخطر معهم, or The Danger with Them. The show doesn't have an English title, I just came up with that. It's just like a near perfect translation. That's the best I can do. It's an action TV show that is considered by many fans to be the Kuwaiti bad boys, criminal investigators crushing crime and looking stylish AF. The first season of the show aired in the year 2000, and it was directed by Abdullah Salman. The show would have 3 seasons and a movie that was broken up into 2 parts, and the second part was released on August 22nd, 2024. The main cast consists of regionally well-known local actors. Abdullah Salman, who was also the director, Farq Al-Ali, a comedian, and the man who ate up the whole show with his style, Jamal Al-Radhan. Before we get the show on the road, I'm going to be putting a disclaimer right here. I am a viewer, not a reviewer. My thoughts are my own, and if you want to listen to them or not, that's your choice. Alright, let's get into it. In typical Arab TV show fashion, the intro lasts for 2 minutes and 50 seconds. I never understood why the intros were that long, and then you have the credits that are only 1 minute and 20 seconds. That just feels very backwards to me. We start off the show with an establishing shot of an office with police officers working. Then our main man comes in giving a tour to some elementary kids. The kids probably are related to people that worked on the show, because I can tell you for a fact, none of these children are winning any Oscars.
الحمد لله طيب بخير والله ما شاء الله قوة أهلا شلونك يعني علي ولد حسين وأنت وإيش اسمك عبد العزيز. Tiny tangent, this show does something that not a lot of shows out there do. Just show an organic environment. I mean, yeah, there isn't really anything happening in the shots, but it feels also genuine to me, you know? Yeah, it's boring and it doesn't really add anything to the story, but doesn't it seem like we are looking at a real place of work? Because I'm pretty sure they were in an actual police office. What, you want to build a soundstage? A replica? Those things are expensive. We met our heroes. Now, let's meet our villains. Meet the ATM gang. They have fake mustaches, stolen car plates, and money sitting around as they discuss their cuts from their previous heists. Watch this man take the sickest rip from his organic vape and get the weakest smoke cloud ever caught on camera. That's just a smoke fog if you ask me. Perp 1 tells Perp 2 to get ready for another hit tonight. We cut back to our investigators discussing the ATM gang, and I just want you to look at these camera movements.
ومنها 600 دينار بالإضافة لبطاقة السحب الآلي.
باقي بطاقة السحب الآلي؟ ليش؟
ما أدري، يمكن من الربكة. وصل بلاغ عن شخص تعرض للضرب أمام جهاز سحب آلي في بنك ثاني، وهو حاليا يرقد في المستشفى. الشخص هذا حالته الصحية ما سمحت للمحقق مال المستشفى انه يحقق معاه كفاية، لكن الواضح ان القضية هذه مشابهة للقضية الأولى
أو عصابة واحدة.
هذا احتمال.
احنا ما راح نتأكد إلا إذا حققنا مع المجني عليه بالمستشفى.
بالضبط. والحين خلونا نقوم بتحرياتنا.
Our stylish criminal investigator goes to the hospital to talk to the first victim and to ask him if he saw anything. Now it's nighttime and we follow a domestic dispute call between a husband and a wife, and she wants him to withdraw 500 dinars in the middle of the night in the rain.
نفنوف ب 300 دينار صالون ب 150 لا يكون بس انت العروس وانا ما ادري.
We watch the ATM gang as they carry on one of their operations, and old Eagle Eye over here calls out to his accomplice that the money has been pulled and it's 500 KD.
500 دينار.
He must have eaten all the carrots in his life, because I still don't understand how he saw and counted all the bills and came to the conclusion that it was 500 KD. They then move into action. With the increase of robberies at ATMs, the police are staking out the ATMs in hopes of catching the gang in the act, and lo and behold, they catch a fight happening in front of an ATM. They then swing into action, which leads to one of the greatest car chases I've seen on TV. It's all practical too, and if you know anything about Arabs, then you know the abundance of stunt drivers out there. The highways are practically filled with them. Can't say the same about the sound design though. It then leads to an arrest. Thinking they caught the ATM gang, they bring them for interrogation, finding out it's not them, but a drug deal gone awry. They go to stake some more ATMs, but they staked out the wrong ones, and the ATM gang strikes again. With our heroes stumped, we move on to episode 2. The ATM gang are still at large, and my man is spit shining the butcher cleaver, while the other is sensually looking at himself, putting on and taking off the fake mustaches like he's Buffalo Bill dancing in front of his mirror. Upping the ante, one of the police officers uses himself as bait, but forgets his gun in his car. He thinks about going back to grab it, but he sees a car approach and decides to commit. The fake mustache dude must have eaten some radioactive carrots or something, cause I still can't believe he saw exactly how much the police officer drew. I'll throw up an artistic rendition of how possibly he could have seen how much the police officer withdrew. The live bait officer then gets attacked, injured, and robbed, which leads to another car chase. And this moment. The ATM gang ditch the car and the police find stolen ATM cards in an envelope. The police officers go to the hospital to see their injured police officer partner, yada yada yada. Let's get back to the good parts. The card turns out to be stolen and the card owners have been identified, and it turns out that one of the cards left behind was the card of the mustache lover of the ATM gang.
غبي وأثول. ليش يطلبونك؟ ليش؟ وأنا ايش دراني؟ لا يكون ناسي هويتك بالسيارة اللي صادروها.
عف عليك يا ابو شميس. وانا مجنون اخلي هويتي بالسيارة.
عيل شو اللي كان بالسيارة خلاهم يدلونك؟
بس البطايق اللي بقناهم. اوف بطاقتي وياهم.
شفت شلون انك دث ويوثول؟
They call the card owners up one by one to come and pick up their cards. But the officers also bring into the room the victim from the first episode that supposedly got a real good look at the thieves, since there is a possibility that one of the cards could belong to the thieves. Mustache Loverboy, using his manipulation skills, gets his card back and thinks he got away scot-free, since the witness in the room didn't even recognize him. Guess the mustache did a really good job at disguising him. In celebration, the ATM gang plan one last ATM hit. At the supposedly last robbery, we see the mustache lover get into position. And this time we can actually see a realistic way of how mustache lover sees how much money was withdrawn. But I mean, come on dude, that's obvious bait. And that's where they get caught. Turns out the police decided to go with the live bait trick again, but the bait doesn't forget his gun like the last guy. It leads to this interrogation scene where they both look like they stole too many cookies from the cookie jar. And if you're wondering, yes, the scene does include aggressive ripping of fake facial hair.
انا ما سويت شيء. انا ما سويت شيء. بس ما سويت السبب. السبب على وجهك. السبب.
And that's the end of episode 2. Why did I specifically pick these 2 episodes? I just loved the arc. Should you watch it? Yeah, if you want something playing in the background, then you can find the whole series on YouTube. I'll do you a solid. I'll put it in the description below. Only issue is there are no English subtitles. Foreign shows have been on the rise. I mean, look at how many people are watching Korean shows now. Arab shows are also getting a steady rise in viewers. So why not throw into the mix a couple of foreign shows that are only local? So why not broaden your horizon with old and new TV shows? And that's the end of the video, and it was a blast making it twice. Yes, this version will be the definitive version and the old one will be unlisted. And if you enjoyed this video, why not like, subscribe, and tell me in the comment section below, what local TV show do you hold near and dear to your heart? And if you didn't like this video, hey, I'm not gonna tell you not to dislike it, you can go right ahead. And I hope to see you here next time. See ya!